Hi, I'm Raquel, and this is Law Librarian Plans. It is time to plan my fitness spread for the week of September 22nd. Let's get started. I have a roll of pet tape. This was something that Planarista 101 and Bee Planner Happy both found, and so I went and chased it down. I found this one on Amazon. So I'm going to use this roll from the set of 6. I have some colored washi. I have some functional boxes. And lastly, I have some Dated Basics books to redate the spread because this is an outdated planner that I'm using this year. Let's go ahead and get started. So I absolutely love this set. I want to say that all the stickers are the same across all the sets, that what varies is the color, but don't quote me on that. So for those of you who are new here, the way I use this spread is the top section is completely decorated. Once I get back into a serious fitness routine, that will change. But for now, it's just decorating the whole box, that whole line. That middle box, the skinny one, is where I put information, health information. So this is where I put my blood sugar readings, amount of time I sleep, and water. The section that says food log is exactly that. That's where I log what I'm eating throughout the day. And last but not least, in the exercise section, I use that to write down my win for the day. In this season, that's where I am. Again, once I start being more serious about exercise again, I will probably use this to keep my Fitbit stats. The sidebar includes my goals, some decoration, and then a check-in box where I write about how my goals went that week. So I pulled out some planning thing and some solid washi. I don't know if I'm going to use it all, but I thought I could start with that and see where it takes me. So again, this is a very functional section, so I think I may actually use it down here. I usually don't need the whole length of the box to record my meals, so I think I'm going to just do that. I'm going to put some washi there and see where it takes me. And I am kind of thinking maybe the solid washi could go near the top, but I haven't decided what I'm going to use for decorative dating yet. So I'm afraid of using that color and then finding that the blue that I end up using doesn't go anywhere with it. But I kind of love the idea of using it as a background, perhaps. So don't do that. Don't pull your washi so tight that your page curls up. It's a lesson to learn from me or from somebody else, but it's definitely a lesson to learn. All right, so that is good. A little bit of color to get us started. And then I'm just going to use elements from this sticker book and place them wherever they fit well. So I see already there's one of these girls. It's a smaller version of a girl that is cut up. Oh, I see. Oh, wow. All right. Somehow she ended up in the wrong place, so I'm going to take her off. And now I'm going to pick one of these girls and put her in the first box. This is a pre-cut pet tape, which is fantastic. The kind that you have to cut yourself is, I mean, it can be very beautiful, but it's more work than I really want to do for any given spread. This is also, the backing is shiny, but the stickers themselves are matte. So it sticks out on the page. I mean, it looks great on the page is what I wanted to say. All right, so I'm going to get this other girl. I think she looks the same. I'm going to put her over here. She's actually lifting some weights. She's a strong one. I'm going to put her right here. Then they all look kind of the same, to be quite honest with you. I do have some non-girl elements, which I will use. I will probably use them as filler more than anything. So we're going to take this girl that's walking, and I'm going to put her here. I don't like to put a lot of girls next to each other. I don't mind at all people in my planner. But I also don't, unless I'm being very, unless it's that kind of a spread. It's like a, strong girls kind of spread. Sorry, I removed the page because I see that the sticker is not quite flush with the bottom of the page, of the box. So unless it's one of those girl power, ha, rah, rah kind of spreads where I want to put all the girls together, generally I do try to spread them out and put other elements in the middle of the page. And there's one other walking girl, which I'm going to put on this side before the tape starts repeating itself. So the rest of this will be decorative elements that I'm going to use rather than more girls. So I'll put this one right here. And there's half of a girl there that I'm going to put back on the backing for another time. All right, so now we're going to take these sneakers, put them here. So I don't know if I'm going to go for my usual, okay, let's, you know, scorch earth approach and get like every single piece of the boxes filled in. I think I'm going to go for a more of a minimalist look today. As minimalist as I get, which is not very much at all. So I found another errant piece of tape. There's a gym bag. I do kind of want to fill the bottom of the page if I can, or of the box rather. So we'll see if we accomplish that with the stickers that come in here. Things are sticking to me. They're sticking all over the place. Oh, there's a barbell. Not a barbell. I don't know what these are called. Barbell is this. I've completely forgotten. Anyway, kettlebell. Kettlebell. There we go. A large kettlebell that doesn't go with that girl, but it doesn't matter because that's not the point. All right. I think I may move these sneakers so that I can put something else next to them. Yep. I'll put an exercise ball. I was, but it doesn't fit. So we'll take these dumbbells. I am trying to think when I'm going to go back to my fitness routine. I'm struggling with getting restarted. I fell off the wagon pretty solidly last year after my treadmill threw me off during a very brief power outage. And now I have a walking pad rather. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put the walking pad, probably in our bedroom, because we do have power issues here. And even a generator, I don't think would cure that because the generator has to cut over before it actually starts doing its thing. But yeah, that kind of left me a little bit shy about working out at home. And then it was winter and it was too cold in the basement, so I didn't want to go and work out in the basement. And you get the idea. If you've fallen off the wagon multiple times like I have, that's it. It only takes one or two setbacks. Actually, not one setback. It takes a few setbacks before you're like, you know what? Yeah, peace out. I'll try it again later. So I haven't been back. I have been trying to move, and one of my goals for this year was to complete in total, not consecutively, 26 weeks of movement. So, and for that, I mean, any kind of movement beyond sitting down and getting up. So if I go for a 15-minute walk, that counts. If I go, do something else, that also counts. So yeah, so that's sort of where I landed. All right. I could have sworn I saw that. Oh, I see. It's already used. That's why. All right, I'm seeing where the pet tape starts to repeat, so I'm trying to not use the stickers from that section, but the sticker that I want is already used in the first length of tape. So I'm going to put this here on Saturday, even though I weigh in on Fridays. I just kind of want it somewhere. All right, I have another barbell. I have a very large exercise bike, which may fit in that spot. Let's see if it works. Looks like an old style, like a Peloton type bike, but older or something. It doesn't have a screen for sure. So let's see if it fits in this spot. Oh, it doesn't because of the top. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. All right, so let's put it back down on the tape, on the plastic. Let's see, I have a yoga mat. I can use that. There's a girl with a weight bench, also much too big for the space that's left. Come on. There we go. Yoga mat. Yoga mat fits nicely here. And the great thing is that the background is solid. So I could white out the lines, but it's not as necessary, or at least I don't think it's as necessary as if the sticker were fully transparent. I'm going to put this bowl of, I will want to say it's oatmeal with berries. That's what it looks like. So I'm sticking to it. Okay. So that kind of fills in the space. There's space next to that girl. And I do have a smoothie. I wonder if the smoothie will fit next to her or not. We'll see. And I do have a few more stickers that I could try to get in. But I've used one of almost everything in the length of tape. So yeah, that smoothie is a little bit too big. So could it fit here and that there? Maybe. Let's see. This is when, you know, if you're trying to fill in the space, this is when you start kind of, you know what? I can put it right there. And it kind of fits. Her straw, the straw is on her pants, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Then this one fits very, very nicely in here. Okay, so we filled in the bottom. And then what we have left on this length is we have this very large barbell, which I don't like it floating. We also have a bike, which also I don't like floating. We have the girl with the weight bench. We have this other girl. And then oh, I wonder where she went. The one that came off with the tape. She must be from down here. Yeah, she must be from down here. So there's this other girl. I may use one of these girls on the sidebar because I'm not going to have enough to fill in that space otherwise. So I'm going to leave that there for now. And we're going to go to the functional piece of things. So let's roll up our tape. And we're going to move to functionality. We're going to do the middle first. So for that middle section, I have 2 sets of stickers. The first one is these glucometers from Planner Kate. So this is BW156. This is the old format. They now come in all clears, like with no extra colors. So if you prefer that, I think that's all you can get now, which is good. I've struggled to use these that have color in them because they don't always match the colors of things. So I have 3 dark blue and 3 bright and 4 and many more of the bright blue. So I'm going to alternate them. So this is 1. That's the bright blue. 3, 4. I'm just removing them from the page so that I can go faster. 2, 3. Again, I get asked about these all the time. These are from Planner Kate BW156. Okay. And they are fantastic. I like to see it on paper. I mean, I have an app where obviously I can see the whole record, but it's nice to see it. And then in context of what I ate. So obviously Monday I'd have to look at Sunday, but it's pretty good. Or if I'm sick, if that affects my numbers, all that stuff. So that's why I keep track of it here. My numbers are actually pretty good right now. They weren't at first. But again, it's sort of, as much as I know about food and what it does and whatnot, sometimes it's a combination of foods or what else is going on around that time that affects how that number pops up. So just to be able to look at it and get that sense is very, very helpful. All right, so we're done with the glucometers. The next thing I'm going to add are 2 stickers from Proud Sticker Designs, and I'm going to pull them up. So her sticker sheets are the size of a Happy Planner Mini, so that's how I store mine. And this first one is the sleep icons. This is Q1602, and I like to track my sleep. I am not very good about keeping a sleep schedule. So keeping track of my sleep is helpful so that I'm trying to make myself better about it. I had a very nice streak this week where I slept well for like 3-4 nights. And then last night I went to bed too late and woke up too early and pretty much broke my streak. But I'm learning that it's all up to me. It's up to me, you know, how well I sleep. I have to go to bed at a decent time. That's one of the things for me, not for everybody. And a decent time for me is basically, you know, in bed and ready to turn off the lights right around 10. Do I turn off the lights every night at 10? No, heck no. But if I'm in bed already, that's going to be helpful to get me to sleep. And the other thing is not picking up my phone if I wake up in the middle of the night. And that's a bad habit that I developed, and I wish I hadn't. And I need to keep my phone near me because my mother is elderly, and I want to be able to, respond if there's a call. But I've gotten very bad about watching videos or scrolling for hours in the middle of the night. So again, this is Q1602. And then the other sticker that I use in this section are her water bottles. And this is Q1501. I don't have an affiliate relationship with her. I just love her stickers. I have a ton of her icons that I use in various places. I also use her word stickers. I have a ton of those. And trackers, because she makes tracker stickers in a bunch of colors. So I absolutely love all of those. Proud Sticker Designs. Check her out. She's very sweet. She also does customs. So when I show you my word stickers that go in this spread, those are not customs, but if you wanted a custom, that would be the font. And they come in, I want to say they come in 2 different sizes. There might be other fonts by now. I don't know. I bought those stickers a while back, and I've been meaning to go back and seeing what else is new because she keeps coming out with great stickers. So very reasonably priced, I think. So yep, I love her products. So thank you, Nicole. I know you're not watching this, but if somebody tells you about it and you see it and you come and watch, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's see. Let's put this one here. And what I love about the water bottle sticker sheet is that they come 7 across. So there's nothing that peeves me more than sticker sets that don't have enough to complete a week. Like, you don't have to give me a ton of them, but make sure that they complete a week. Because if I'm tracking water, I'm probably tracking every day. I'm not tracking like random days kind of thing. So just FYI. Sticker manufacturers. So again, this is Q1501 from Proud Sticker Designs. So that is our middle of the page functionality. Next up, we're going to decorate. I think I'm going to leave these blank. I'm trying to decide what to do about this. I could use some highlighter. I may do that later, but I'm going to leave them blank for now. Last thing I want to do before I get to the sidebar is to put down functional boxes. And this is where the wins go. And I have 2 different sizes of Mojo Jojo Plants functional boxes. Series 2, which is 1 step above from the header boxes. And then there's Series 3. I think I'm going to go with Series 3 this time. So I don't always have the luxury of having boxes that fill that bottom space well. So I'm going to pick 2 different blue colors. And there's the bright blue, and then there's the dark blue. I think that's perfection. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm going to start with the dark blue. I just put the sticker book on my lap, just a little bit easier for me to maneuver it. So sorry about that. And see, these are almost a perfect fit for the box. So I absolutely love these. Sometimes I stagger the boxes if I use smaller stickers. Sometimes I've used shapes. Actually, I haven't used shapes there in this box yet, in this space. I think that would be kind of cool to use shape stickers. So let's put this one down there. Yeah, I kind of like that, the alternating the dark blue and the light blue. I also have the pastel version of this sticker book. So that would also look very cool. I just kind of wanted to put that bright color because that also opens the door for my using the solid color washi that I pulled, since that's that color or closer to that color anyway. So I absolutely love these sticker books from Mojo Jojo Plants. I love the fact that it's tons of stickers of the one shade, of the one size. And so I don't usually buy all 7 of them because I have much less of a need for the bigger stickers. I buy usually series 1 through 5. The last one she has released of this is the jewel tone boxes, and I haven't gotten those yet, but they're on my wish list because this time of the year, that's when I tend to use those colors more than any time. So we'll see if I get them or not. If not, I can wait till next year. I've lost a lot of my FOMO about sticker books in recent years, especially because I have a ton of them. So for every season and florals and all sorts of things. All right, I like that. So I think what I'll end up doing is I will use a highlighter or maybe even a dot marker to mark where the meals go. Maybe a dot marker. With the dot markers, the problem is that they all go through the page. So they're going to go through the spread behind it. So, all right, next up, and this is where I should have picked up some more boxes. I need to put 2 boxes here, one for my goals and one for my recap for the month. So bear with me for a sec. I'm going to get up and grab my rainbow boxes, the original sticker book, because remember I told you I don't really need very many of the bigger boxes, but the bigger boxes are in here. So in rainbow boxes, I'm going to go to where those colors are. That's way too big for the space. I'm not going to write that many goals. See what I mean? This is why I don't worry about it. And I think I'm going to go with the brighter blue because I'm still thinking about using that dark blue. Oh, no, I can't do that. I will go with the darker blue because I'm going to use the lighter blue at the bottom of the page. So I'm going to flip this page upside down for a sec. And this is going to be my goals box. Just trying to line it up there, line it up with the line, because there's almost no room for it. This is a standard size, standard Happy Planner size box, and it barely fits in that space. All right, and then I need a box, and I didn't pick up series 5 of this, the Mojo Jojo, but again, these are here. And what I want is this size box, but I see that the bright blue one is used up. So did I pick it up? No, you know what? I'm going to go grab that. Sorry about that, folks. I just want to make sure I put the right size box there. And that's series 4 of the Mojo Jojo functional boxes has the square box. So I'm going to look for a square box in that color. Okay, so we'll put one here. That's my check-in box. All right, lining it up as straight as we can. And it fits. All right, so next up, we're going to use our word stickers to put goals and check-in and wins. So I'm going to wipe this one out because the word wins goes there. Whoops, there goes my washi. And I'm going back to our friend Prod Sticker Designs, and I have a whole section on goals, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. And I have 3 words that I use. I use the word goals. That goes on that top box. Then I'm going to use check-in, and that goes in the bottom, this square box. Put it here. And then, actually, it could go further down. It's okay if there's a little bit of blank space there. And then wins. These are meant to be used with the Maxi Life system. Or maybe not, but they track with the Maxi Life reflections. So I'll put wins right here. Okay. And then we're going to put one more girl over here. This is why I didn't close off my washi. So I think I'm going to put, let's see, does she fit? She doesn't really fit, but this one does. That's too wide. Barely fits in there, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it better than the girl alone. So I'm going to use that one. I'm just going to put it over the line. That's fine. So let's get that sticker off the roll. And the last thing we have to do with this spread is decoratively date it. So this is where I think I'm going to try to maybe use, the other thing this doesn't have, the sticker roll does not have are like quotes or anything like that. So I may later decide to find a quote. There we go. Yeah, I think I want to put a quote here. So, but I think she looks good there. She works in that spot. So I'll find a fitness quote at some point. And yes, this is going over on here. Not a big deal. Decoratively dating. All right. So what I'd like to do, and this is not at all the same color. I just realized that. Not even close. All right. So this is a different shade of blue. So perhaps you're going to abandon my thought. My thought was going to be to put the background and then put the day of the week on top of it. But we're going to just abandon that thought, and we're just going to go with just regular dating stuff. So now we're going to look in this book, and this one is the one that has the scripts and has bigger numbers. It doesn't have smaller numbers, so we're going to skip that one. That was Dated Basics Volume 1. These are all old, unfortunately no longer available. Dated Basics Volume 5, I think, just came out. So if you're interested. These are so great, but so big, and I can't think of a spread where I want to use them because they're too big for most of my spreads. All right. This is the book that I used up most of the numbers. It says 2025. Yeah, all those stickers that are going unused. These are kind of small, but they might work. So we have that. Do we have the days of the week? We have the days of the week. We have the numbers. So that's a possibility. So volume 2. Let's look at volume 3. See, this is the same, but a little bit smaller, which is kind of nice. I kind of like that. Problem is that I would need to have a number, a word or something to put next to it. Maybe a stacked like MON to TUES, that kind of thing. I don't think this book has that though. Let's see. These are similar numbers to the ones we saw earlier. I like the bigger. All right, so I think we're still sticking with volume 2. I'm trying to think if there's any way I can make this work, but it's too much that I have to white out and then hide in order to use these like numbers. So we're still with number 2. So, and then this is Dated Basics Volume 4. I love that sticker makers are really, producing some of these because they are very handy dandy. Okay. This one has 25, 26, 27, so it has a little bit of a life left after this year. No, I'm going to stick with volume 2. I think that's the one that I like the best. So again, the only things that are going to be left to do with this spread, and bear with me because I'm going to like really flip this upside down so I can white out a little bit better, is to find something to put in these boxes to do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I do have black and white stickers from Proud Sticker Designs that I could use for that. So maybe I'll do that. We'll see. I'll think about it. Okay. We're just whiting out all of our dates. Or rather, correcting them with the Tombow correction tape. So see, with all the white out, I can't think of a way. If there were like a larger abbreviation of the day, perhaps I could put the number and then put the abbreviation next to it, but there's nothing like that in these books. Maybe the newest book has something like that. So let me find. I could put the number in the middle. Okay. Challenge accepted. I think I may try to make that work because now I'm kind of excited about the idea. So, especially because these are the later numbers. So they're kind of skinny though. See, they're skinny. All right, I'm going to pull the 22 just to see. See, it helps there, but there you have a lot of space. I have the upside down, I realize. So that's why I don't love it. If I had something stacked that I could put next to it, it would work very beautifully. But it won't, so we're going to stick to our original plan of volume 2. And I'm once again looking for my dates to see. So I have the page that has these numbers. And then I'm going to find the page that has the day of the week. These are very, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. I don't love that they're super skinny, but I don't think I have another option in that color. So with that, I'm going to pull out the page and we are going to flip this upside down one more time. And I will put down my dates and my days and my dates. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. All right. See, almost. Oh, well. I can dream. Monday. These are being very uncooperative. Bear with me while I put them on my hand, on the back of my hand, to make it easier to place. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I like the this week sticker, and if I were decorating another planner, that would be very handy, but I don't use that here. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So see, even this sticker is not wide enough to cover the white out. I know, I do realize I wasn't particularly careful, but okay. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we'll put the number. Now this has me wanting to go back to that volume 2, to that volume 3, and look at those numbers again. I do love the fact that they match. So you can actually, the color matches across the years. So, or at least some of them do. No, it's too tall. It is too tall. But let's see. Oops, not 21, 22. Number 21 just came off the page. Can I fit it? See, it's way too tall. And it doesn't really match. I lied. I really lied. I thought it matched, but it doesn't. All right, so let me go back to that page that I just had in my hands and now have put away. That has the numbers for this year. Okay, here we go. All right, 22. It's not a perfect solution. It really isn't. So we just do the best we can. Okay. 23. And I could be more careful with the correction tape. I could use the correction pen, which allows you to be a little bit more detailed, but I'm trying to not be too precious about these things, and I can be a little bit too precious about my planner sometimes. So key thing to remember for me is, you know, if I don't love it, it's only 1 week, and then I'll be done with that week and I'll move on. And yes, I'll see it when I do a flip through, but you know, it doesn't matter. It really does not matter. So there are some round numbers here on this book too that would have worked, but they are I think the number is white on the navy background and not my favorite either. So there we have it, folks. Like I said, I need a quote here. I'm going to look for a fitness kind of a quote, and I have some dots to, you know, mark where breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'll show you the stickers from Proud Sticker Designs in case you're interested, but I don't know if I want to use them here or not. You know what? I will use them because there's black and black, and I think I don't want to add any more color and run the risk of having a mismatch color, which I've had before, and then I get all angry at myself because I didn't see it. So I will just show you one because these are giving me a little bit of grief coming off the page. I don't know what it is. Come on. There we go. So I'll show you just the first day, and then I'll finish it off camera so that you can see the finished product. So this is, there's breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. So I don't have snacks most days, but at least not these days. When I'm working out, yes. So I need a little bit more energy, but all right. So we'll just do the one. And like I said, all that's going to be left then is going to be a quote. I never know if I'm going to need a quote because it all depends on how big the decorative item is. I'll put dinner here. Yep, that's good. I think that's it. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right, folks, that is all for today. My fitness spread for the week of September 22nd. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.